Happy Monday, gang. Hope you're all well. Enjoying the weather. The shutters are to come down. I was just thinking to myself now, one of my clients this morning mentioned this word craving. That they'd had a bad weekend with their food because they had a craving. And if something popped up on social media last week regarding a similar thing. And it was just dawning on me now. And I just thought I'd put a little video together. So first of all, I think craving is one of the most corrupt words that's ever come into society. And let me tell you why. Because society has given people the green light to eat loads of ultra-processed food and drink loads of alcohol and smoke cigarettes and do all these things because they had a craving for it. And they don't want you to address that there is no fucking such thing as a craving. It's an addiction. You do not get a craving, okay, for your alarm to go off at 4 a.m. to go to the gym. You don't get a craving to eat whole foods. You don't get a craving to drink water all the time. You don't get a craving to go and spend time in nature. I love nature. I don't get a craving for it. I do it because of the benefits of physical, mental and health benefits. When I'm out there, I really do enjoy it and love it. But you don't get that craving like you do with sugar. And by the way, healthy people get these urges as well, okay? They're not fucking cravings. If you think that you are getting these cravings daily, weekly, monthly, all the time, you have an addiction. So let me just say what most people crave the most is ultra-processed food, sugar, alcohol, cigarettes. Have you noticed there's a common trend there? These things destroy human beings in every meaning of the word. They absolutely fucking destroy us, okay? They fill the graveyards, they fill the hospitals, they fill the police stations. They are horrible, horrible things in society. Apparently they're there for our pleasure. Absolute bollocks. That's another video for another day. But if you think that there's a difference between craving and addiction, you're nuts. If you think you've had a sugar craving since you were a kid, you've developed a sugar addiction since you were a kid. If you've had a craving for alcohol since you were a kid, you've developed an alcohol addiction since you were a kid. Cigarettes, the same thing. Ultra-processed foods. These are not this word craving, and I think if you look at the dictionary, it's the desire, the urge to have something, the desire to get something. Look at the definition of addiction. It's a lot of spree. They want to confuse you with that, but they want to give a lovely little saying to do with the word craving. It is utter bullshit at the highest kind, and I mean that with all my heart. If you can just get that word craving out of your head and think, okay, I have an addiction, you have a better chance of getting over that, because while you're leaving that softball word craving, just the things I had to have it, I had a craving, and you're there with your friends, and it was a craving, it just came in all of a sudden. You're not going to get to the bottom of the addiction. The first step on the ladder is when you say, okay, I have an addiction. Then we can move forward with it. Up until that point, you're bollocks, because if you're treating like a craving, or just keep getting these cravings all the time, you've developed addictions. That is the bottom line of it. And society again wants to make sure that you don't get over these cravings, because if you start getting over these cravings, if you start eating less ultra-processed food, start giving up sugar, start giving up cigarettes, start reducing your alcohol intake, guess what's going to happen? Illness and disease will go down. You'll get more control. You'll be sharper between the years. The next time a scamdemic comes around, you probably won't take the jabs. You'll just be a little bit more alert. Everything will be a little bit sharper. You'll be sharper. You'll be more emotionally in control, physically, mentally, and emotionally. They do not want that. So they're better off having you filling yourself up with all these toxins. The biggest earners in all these companies are the people who know how to get people addicted. RFK speaks a lot about it. The biggest earners in almost these companies are the people who are addiction specialists. They put in ingredients in there that you cannot get off. So you have to truly take a step back and say, I'm going to treat this like an addiction. And once you realize that, you're in. You can start working on it. Don't call it a craving, for fuck's sake. It's the most pathetic, overused word on the planet. When I get people in here say craving, well, most of my clients know what comes out. I go at them, it's not a fucking craving. It's not a craving, because I bet you didn't crave to come in the gym. You don't crave to go to the gym every day. You don't crave for your alarm clock. You don't crave to spend time in nature. You crave Netflix. You crave alcohol. You crave cigarettes. You crave sugar. You crave ultra-processed foods. You crave the stuff that's really not moving us forward. It's harming us, not helping us. Craving is the devil in disguise, trust me. The sooner you get that into your heads, the better. Have a fantastic day. Sun's out, and as I always say, bob and weave, Give it some gun. Ready for the sun. Have a good day, gang.